welcome back to Wicked Wands Tarot. My name is Carmen, and today we're going to do a reading for the Divine Feminine. Let's call in spirit with some wind chime time. I hope you're having a wonderful day so far, Divine Feminine. It's beautiful here. It's a holiday weekend where I am and when I am. So lots of barbecues and excuses to get outside. So we're very lucky to have such great weather. But I felt really drawn to do a reading for the Divine Feminine today, in part because of a reading I saw from Goddess Energy about Earth Angels. I think there's a lot of feminines out there that are going through it, okay? Just like a lot of shit. So I thought I would see what I could do to add to that. All right, let's see. What do we have for the Divine Feminine, please? This is the Lenormand, the Golden Lenormand. If you're unfamiliar with Lenormand, it's a little different from tarot. Fewer cards per deck. There's 36 versus 78 for the tarot. So there's more information on each card. They have like a playing card at the top and then a regular illustration at the bottom. All right, sorry guys. The first thing I'm noticing is the number 6 and the number 9. So maybe some of you are a little bit frisky. But the other thing that I notice is there seems to maybe be an offer or some confusion around a romantic offer. So this first card here, number 6, is clouds, and that can represent confusion or just kind of like some vagueness, maybe even like a lack of trust here. So there may be a situation where you're really just trying to avoid getting into another cycle with somebody who doesn't know how to communicate or be respectful. So I feel like you're kind of like, is this person a fuckboy, basically? And then we have you here, the Queen of Spades, which is, you know, in my mind, like the Queen of Swords vibe, right? Like we've got somebody who's, like I said, just kind of tall boundaries because you've had to deal with a number of dishonest or ill-intentioned folk. And the bouquet, this is like kind of a good sign in my opinion. I feel like there's something here that's going to surprise you. You're gonna maybe not anticipate that it's gonna be such a good fit or as good for you as it is. What else do we have for the Divine Feminine? So we have the Rider coming out. This is the very first card in the Lenormand and generally denotes an announcement or news coming in. All right, so I think I know what's going on here. So we have the Mountain coming out with the Rider. There is incoming news or an announcement, a message that somebody is going to send you, and this news could have been something you were waiting for a long time. This news is going to be what creates this confusion. So I feel like you've got multiple offers coming into you, Divine Feminine. I think I'm speaking to a feminine energy who's been single for, you know, several weeks or maybe even, you know, a couple months, several months, whatever it is. And it's been really good for this feminine to have that alone time, right? Like just to kind of process what's been going on, let go of the people that you've had to let go of, and work to make sure that heart chakra remains open for new things that come your way, right? And I feel like what's going on here is you have a new person that's demonstrated or made some sort of comment that has clued you into their being interested in you, but your walls are pretty high up because of things that have happened to you in the past. This 9 on the bouquet card is actually making me think of the Nine of Wands, where that's the wounded warrior, the person who's been through a number of trials and tribulations that are pretty similar, like almost like stuck in a loop of people doing things to you that disappoint you or betray you. And it's almost like you look back, see the red flags after the shit has hit the fan. So you're going to have a choice. It's kind of what it looks like to me. All right. This is unusual, but I'm going to forego the tarot for just a second. We're going to use the situations deck because this seems like this is going to have some juicy bits. All right. We've got retaliation. And ascension. So you're the divine feminine, right? Your ascension is going to, no matter who you are, threaten people around you or provoke people to feel jealous or even like a fear of abandonment from you. If you rise too far above where I am in my station in life, are you going to leave me behind? Should I do something to make sure that you're not too far ahead of me? That kind of thing. When we have retaliation coming out, I really don't like it. This feels to me like you have had to let go of relationships or friendships due to your ascension, right? Like, I'm sorry, these are like the requirements for being in my energy, for being in my life. And you don't treat me with the kind of respect that I deserve, so I'm not going to keep you in my life. And then some petty Betty here is like, what did you say? I don't want to live by your standards, and I don't like that you've kicked me out of your life. And I feel like this is the kind of person that is contributing to your confusion or your apprehension as it pertains to trusting new people or letting other people into your life. Shit, even like maintaining the friendships and relationships you already have. But you're ascending anyways. You have a beautiful energy, and this person cannot touch it. So we have timing factor, pause, and interlude. This person was trying to find a way to keep you in low vibes so that you wouldn't ascend. Just like I said, they were nervous you were going to leave them behind. And as a result, you have made it even more difficult for people to access your energy. So legal is the card that just came out. This would be clarifying the rider. So remember, that's about news. So there could be news coming to you that has something to do with the legal system. Okay. I can see clearly now what this bullshit is. You might have more than one person that feels like they should be retaliating or pushing your buttons. But in particular, I think that there is somebody who has been rejected in favor of you. So in other words, I think someone out there has ended a relationship, and this news that you're going to hear is about your twin flame ending that relationship. For some of you, this is a good thing. For some of you, this is a test. Because remember, this rider came out with the mountain. Unconditional love. You've dealt with so much divine feminine. I can just see it. It's like you have this beautiful energy that lights up the room and draws people to you like a moth to a flame, but your flame also burns people. They see this beauty and they want to come close to it, they want to get to know it, they want to appreciate it. And then when they get mesmerized by your beauty, there's a tendency for people to not know how to handle it. They approach a relationship with you wrong. Maybe there's jealousy, maybe there's fear, maybe they don't share their feelings because they don't think that they're worthy of you. Whatever happens, I feel like your beauty is sometimes painful for you, and that it creates a concern that the people who are in your life aren't there for what reasons you would hope they would be there for. And this person that has made an offer to you, you're trying to figure out whether or not they just want to hit it and quit it, basically, right? Have a story to tell people. Yeah, see that beautiful thing over there? Yeah, tap that. Cool story, bro. I bet those notches in your bedpost are totally gonna help you be living a successful, happy life and like get into heaven and shit, right? What a sad, miserable life if the thing that you get off on in terms of you being a cool or achieved person is how many poons you've gotten into or how many dicks you've managed to corral into your bedroom. Like, that's just, you've dealt with too many those smooth talkers that took you for somebody that they could use. And then they forgot that whole part about you being a fire, a flame. You're a trap. Because someone here thought that they could play games and run away, never have to deal with any consequences. But I feel like this person has realized now that they treated you poorly and they cannot forget you. You're their twin flame. You've taught them that they can't operate in this energy anymore, to the point where it's probably actually like untenable for them. They don't like who they were. They see why you didn't like who they were. And now it makes them want to choose you. They have really deep emotions for you, Divine Feminine, and those emotions have been a challenge for them. They have done everything they can to ignore, push away. I think some have even tried to taint this love they have for you with untrue things to try to taint their image of you because they can't stand the fact that you are who you are, that you actually love people and have compassion and care about people. It's a lot easier to forgive yourself for treating someone like that like shit if you think that they're actually not that great. Ascension is a lonely path. Don't let it get to you. It only teaches you to use your discernment so that you can appreciate that soul tribe when you find them. And when you go through all of this loss, it's to make room for that soul tribe. So keep your eyes and your ears peeled. You've got new people coming into your life that will appreciate you for who you are. You have commitment in the reverse. I feel like what happened here, whoever I'm speaking to, you walked away from a long-term commitment that someone didn't think you would walk away from. You shocked someone, maybe more than one person, honestly, because you're seen so loving. Like, it's hard sometimes for people to appreciate that you can have two sides to a coin. I am love. Like, I am made of love. But don't fuck with me. You know? People can be multidimensional. We have pretending in the reverse. You are too authentic. You make people stop and think about what the fuck they're actually doing. It's like, I don't know if you've ever seen the movie Pleasantville, but the movie is shot in black and white. And then there's this, I think it's Reese Witherspoon comes to town, and there's this like question of what do we allow ourselves to enjoy in life, and what do we deny ourselves because of conventional or societal beliefs? You live life the way you want to live. You look for your calling. You live in your calling. You do what is asked of you by spirit. You give love to others. You do not seek to wreak havoc or revenge on people. You're not a petty Betty like this bitch over here with the stupid glasses. And it irritates people. Because what can they say about you? How can they gossip about you if you're actually a good person? I'm going to have to make shit up about you, right? You might get this news today, or, when you're watching this, obviously, because this is clarifying the court paperwork filed. This could also be saying that when you hear this news, it's literally like 2 seconds into this, right? Like, and I'm single, off to divine feminine. Like, this person has thought about you for months, years maybe, for some of you, and lived a fake life with this petty Betty, I bet. But I honestly don't think that there's just one person that has it out for you, which is not a fun thing to say to you, divine feminine, but you are a paragon. You are really good at making people feel uncomfortable with who they are. But that's valuable because you're getting people to change. This person, this twin flame of yours, wants to see you. I think seeing you in person very shortly after messaging you is the goal. Like, hey, what are you doing right now? Are you free? Because I want to see you. I know it's been a long time, but I have something to tell you. We have trash coming out and it's sideways. This to me is that, like, the push and the pull, right? All right, I did a test. I have analyzed the people that are in my life. I know the ones that are trash. Sorry, it's just what's on the card. Yeah, it's okay. It's not my choice. And I know which ones are not. I know which ones to expel, cut off, and I know which ones to invest in. This person knows they want to invest in you. This person knows they shouldn't have cut you off or distanced themselves from you when they did. The question is, does this person deserve to be in your life now? Because if there was somebody else in the picture, they chose somebody else. And I feel like that was out of weakness. What else do we have for the divine feminine? Which is awfully easy for me to say over here in my ivory tower, right? But what I'm trying to say is I feel like you scare people. And this person was scared of what would happen if they really gave in to you. If they really told you how they feel. We have 5 of Swords in the reverse. So they gave up. they didn't think they were strong enough. This is the Egyptian tarot. I don't know if I mentioned that. All right, what else do we have for the Divine Feminine, please? So we have the Ace of Wands in the reverse. I don't like that. What I see is somebody wanted to prevent you from having a new start. I think it's very likely there are friends or acquaintances who might have ulterior motives in telling you things that would make you avoid connecting with people or avoid connecting with this person in particular. So this could be somebody lied to you about who this person is involved with or what they've been up to, or this could be somebody who, for some of you, you have a real shot at love with this new person and your twin flame is going to come and try to shit the bed for it. Like they aren't ready for you, but they don't want you to take that train out of town because that means they miss out on their opportunity, right? Well, you should have done the work, yeah, fuckhead. So for some of you, this person is ready, and the confusion or the block to your new beginning is friendship or possibly a new connection that is actually surface level only and not as deep as they would like you to think it would be. So your message here is this new start for you. This is with somebody who is willing to prioritize you and have deep conversations about emotions. If you don't get that with somebody, move the fuck on. You deserve better. Way better. You deserve somebody who's communicative, expressive, and knows your value. Because you are the Divine Feminine. We have the Seven of Wands in the reverse, clarifying pretending in the reverse. So your authenticity has put people on the defense. They feel like it's like you being who you are is offensive to like you don't even have to say anything like, hey, did you notice that you're like a lot less honest or comfortable with yourself than I am? Like you don't say that shit, but you don't have to, because people can like see, like they walk in and they're like, wow, that person's like really comfortable with who they are and they're like super authentic, but their friend is like lame, like super invested in external validation. Like what's that about? And it's like you don't understand, even though you're trying to be compassionate and kind, why people get irritated or uncomfortable, so uncomfortable around you. You're too awesome. What else do we have in Divine Feminine? We have the Magician in the reverse, clarifying today. All right, you guys. Twin flames does not mean you should be Lana Del Rey for some a-hole, okay? What I mean by that is do not be a simp, do not be submissive, do not fucking wait for anyone. Because this Magician in the reverse tells me that this person who's coming in with some news is manipulative. I don't think they're going to tell you the whole truth. They might even like straight up lie and tell you they're single when they're not. So do your homework. You're smart. You know when people are lying to you. And your biggest risk right now is lying to yourself. Don't do that. If you know what the truth is, act on that truth. All right, what else do we have for the Divine Feminine, please? We have the Nine of Swords. This is clarifying meeting and twin flames. This person is struggling to sleep at night and is experiencing some regret and remorse over how they treated you. They don't think you're going to forgive them for what they've done, which is probably part of why we have this Magician in the reverse. They don't want to be fully honest with you because they know it makes them look like a complete fucking baboon. Like, good work, dude. You chose that thought over there over me, a fucking divine feminine. And now you want me to like feel bad for you? Sweetie. No. You chose poorly. Like, you don't get to go to the showcase. Sorry, Price is Right is like one of my favorite things. Yeah, this person's worried. I feel like they literally don't think that they could get with you unless they fucking lie. Which is dumb as fuck because here you are as the Empress, Divine Feminine. You will see right through their lies. I don't know how they don't know that. They might be delusional. They might be one of those people who like, you know, I'll tell you the sky is red and you obviously are going to believe me. I'm just that fucking good at lying. No. No. You're just dumb enough to think that because I didn't call you out on the spot that I didn't know you were lying. I know exactly what you're doing. Two of Pentacles. I think this masculine energy juggled you, had more feelings for you than the other person, but the other person was more convenient. Maybe they were already in a relationship, already lived with that person, had some sort of arrangement. They didn't want to give up. We have the Three of Pentacles in the reverse. You have had to do things on your own. You have had to feel comfortable not relying on anyone. You have had to challenge yourself in terms of, yeah, I can do that. I'm going to have to do it alone, but I know I can do that. And I think you've surprised some people. Some people really expected you to be a little bit more dependent or accepting of settling than you actually are. You're like, excuse me, I'm the Empress. I'm meant to have a wonderful, fucking luxurious, fucking rockin' life, so no. You are not going to pee on my parade. So we have Death coming out to clarify the Seven of Wands in the reverse. Seven of Wands in the reverse, again, was about making other people feel defensive even without really trying. It's because you have highlighted without saying anything what these people need to change. Because they see you know how to do this shit and they don't. But the problem is, I love this card so much. So for those of you who love Egypt as much as I do, it's best. So, you know I love them. We've got Ma'at here, which is basically after you died. The Egyptian belief is that you went to see Anubis and you would have to, I think it was Sekhmet and Bast would be involved as well, but basically your heart would be weighed on a scale against a feather. Seems pretty difficult, right? Like, you know, mathematically speaking, I feel like my heart's gonna weigh more than a feather. But the idea is your heart light enough because you have been a beacon of love that it is lighter than a feather, or is it a fucking sack of coal because you're selfish and heartless? But this tells me there's an ending here to you surrounding yourself with the people who can't handle someone like you. You're going to find people that appreciate you, or more people that appreciate you. And you're going to take on this litmus test for yourself. you're going to discern real quick before you engage or connect with somebody on a deep level. How heavy is your heart? How selfish are you? How compassionate are you? Will you invest in me if I invest in you? Because if not, bye, bye, bye. Like, I'll keep walking. I've changed, okay? Death is about change. You have changed. You don't want to surround yourself with people who just take, take, take. So we have the Three of Cups. That's so weird. I was just thinking about the Three of Cups. Three of Cups is about community, social events, and reunions. This has reunion all over it because it's clarifying this masculine who wants to come in with some sort of manipulative announcement or offer. This person still has a third party. They don't want you to know that they still have some connection. They might actually be divorced, but still fucking. There's something like that. So use your discernment, please. For a percentage of you, a small percentage of you, this person is legit. Unfortunately, the majority of you are dealing with a twin flame who didn't do the work, and they don't deserve you. Maybe they will in 10 years, but they don't right now. So we have the Sun in the reverse, clarifying the Nine of Swords. This person is miserable without you, and they see you for the light that you were in their life. They didn't realize at the time that it came from you. Silly. Showed up when you did. They thought it was their own light. So they cut you off, and very quickly realized that light was your light. And without it, they didn't have the same luck. We have the Six of Swords clarifying the Empress. Divine Feminine, you have unconditional love within you. You pull that out of people. You don't need this person to feel loved. This person can come correct or they can get the fuck out. Period. You'll pull in other love offers. It's about identifying who makes the offer that's actually worthwhile, that's actually honest, and moving forward with that one and ignoring the bullshit that comes in along with it. Great. Actually, we'll do a couple of spirit animal and then we'll call it a day. I hope all of my Canadian friends out there had a lovely Canada Day. All dressed are my favorite chips, and I can't find them anywhere in the United States. So that's my message to you Canadians. That if you're in the United States, I hope you have an excellent Independence Day. Let's all work together to make our country better. We got some things we could improve upon, don't you think? Let's focus on that instead of the brats. So we've got Skunk Spirit. You know your worth. You're an Empress. You're a Divine Feminine. If people can't handle your uniqueness, they can move along. There's plenty of normal, boring people over there. Have at it. They won't challenge you. Punk. Alright. Groundhog Spirit. Time to let go. Better things in store for you here, Divine Feminine. Don't hold on to the bullshit. Don't hold on to the Snickers bar, only to lose out on the French silk pie. I actually like Snickers bar better, but whatever. Butterfly Spirit. Transformation is beautiful. Transformation is beautiful. This is your ascension, Divine Feminine. You are rocking it. People are going to be jealous. Fuck them. Don't let anybody stop you being you. Be authentic, love yourself, and anybody who doesn't love you the way you deserve to be loved, they don't deserve to be in your energy. Because you are a butterfly and you inspire people. So, yeah. Sending you a lot of love. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I appreciate all the likes and subscribes. Thank you.